many of you at home might be shocked to learn their owner, this man, can get them back as soon as they get their rabies shots. We want to get your side of the story. This is the scene of a fatal shooting, and for hours, this police tape, we're live here in Burrillville. I can tell you that the police chief just let us know, yes, they have found the body of a man on the second floor, but we learned one of the victims was able to escape. She ran across the street to this home. If you're going to use it, just stop before picking up the phone. Last night, there was a storm going on, but neighbors tell me it wasn't loud enough to stop them from hearing banging on the front door. I'm at the corner of Hunt and Liberty Streets here in Central Falls. Just take a look. I'm going to step out of the way just so you can see what I'm talking about. You can actually look inside somebody's home.
It's only on 10. Sierra.
Well, Republican Senator Nick Kettles spoke only to NBC 10 this afternoon. He says he was pushed at last night's meeting and that he's pressing charges to make sure it never happens again.
There's a lot of things in flux right now.
A state receiver still in charge of the Central Coventry Fire District after voters decided to get rid of it altogether. It's supposed to come out of bankruptcy, but even that's up in the air, and a lot of people are still angry.
For 42 years I've lived in this district.
There's been name-calling and choice words in the past. Senator Nick Kettles says it really went too far following Thursday night's monthly meeting when he crossed paths with a recently retired fire marshal and his wife.
You know, he started verbally assaulting me, which, you know, being in public life, I understand not everybody's going to love me.
As if that wasn't enough.
His wife came over and also began to verbally accost me, and then it turned physical with a push. There were, you know, several witnesses.
Kettles says he wasn't hurt, but a line was crossed.
Because I hadn't gone physical before, I don't want this to escalate.
When I called the Coventry Police Department, I was told there is a report, but no charges pending. However, Senator Kettles says he came here last night and filed charges. The senator says David Godin had to restrain his wife. Godin just submitted his retirement papers Wednesday, calling it quits with 3 others. We couldn't get a hold of the couple for comment.
It's just, you know, I think it's very unfortunate. You know, we're dealing with a very divisive issue, but nobody should, you know, be pushed or have any intimidation.
And I'm told there was a state police trooper present during the meeting, but that trooper was gone when the alleged shove took place. The Coventry Police Department responded to a call from a witness and is now the department over this investigation. Reporting in the studio, Sierra Putman, NBC 10 News.
And only NBC 10 Sierra Putman spoke with the alleged victim's father. Sierra, he helped police solve this case.
That's exactly correct, Patrice. Now, this father flew all the way from Texas right here to Rhode Island to help police save and find his daughter and get her out of the dark, seedy world of sex trafficking.
Well, my daughter was enticed by an older man online to come up here. You know, it turned into a bad situation. And
that's what happened to Brad's 17-year-old daughter. NBC 10 met up with him outside the Providence Police Department Friday on his way to talk to detectives. The Texas dad tracked her down to Rhode Island after the teen ran off to meet up with this man, 34-year-old DeJuan Harris of Providence.
I had the backing of everyone at home. They said, whatever it takes, bring her home.
He tried texting her in hopes of learning the location.
The texts were actually coming from the suspect.
After 5 days of searching, he and Providence police found the teen held against her will in a city apartment. She told police Harris took her phone and the battery. The police report says Harris told her she, quote, shouldn't still be breathing for trying to text her father. It was here on Monty Street where the sex trafficking took place. The teen told police that Harris posted her pictures on Backpage.com and then had Johns meet them at an apartment not far from here. Brad's just glad he found her. When you saw her,
I was shocked at first. It was surreal. It was a surreal moment. We made the eye contact, like, yeah, this is over. This is happening. We're okay now. The message to parents is, you know what? You have the right to interfere in your kid's private life. You have the right to save their life, basically.
Now, her father tells me he's just excited that they're going home and that she's safe, but he says they have a lot of talking and a lot of counseling ahead of them. Reporting live in Providence, Sierra Putman, NBC 10 News.
We sent NBC 10 Sierra Putman out on the high seas with a group tracking down sharks for fun and science.
Yeah, she takes us along for the ride and shows us if they found what they were looking for.
It's early rising when searching for sharks, so a small group rose with the sun to climb aboard this Snappa charter boat.
Got the weather, they were gonna try it.
He hopes we'll catch a mako shark. The goal is not to kill the mako shark, but simply catch and tag.
So is this kind of like your Shark Week in real life?
Yeah, it's pretty much in real life. I'm looking forward to getting to finally see the animal that I've worked with so much.
Johan Becker is normally in an office compiling mako shark data for Brad Weatherby, a University of Rhode Island researcher.
If you guys are good, though, then you'll catch us a mako shark.
He tracks about 50 mako sharks and hopes this group can find more.
Everybody catches them, kills them, and eats them, including 11 of ours with these transmitters.
These things are pretty small, but they're expensive. They cost about $2,000 a piece, but they're worth it because once on the shark, well, they can transmit information to scientists for up to 3.5 years. But good things don't come quickly. It takes a 2-hour boat ride, rough seas, and unsettled stomachs before we get 35 miles offshore. We throw out the chum, watch the birds, and wait.
Now, when the fishes run,
A pull on the line, and the fight begins. A glimpse of a fin, a clear sign of a shark, but what kind?
come on, Mako.
Eric Chung reels in a beautiful blue shark, not a mako.
I didn't think it would be that hard to pull up, but that fish was like really strong.
The captain spears him with a regular tag, and we let him go. We find and tag a total of 6 blue sharks. Cool for most of us, but not for the professor.
Today was like a typical day. You go out there, spend a long time, go out a long ways, and come up with blue sharks, but not the one that we were after, the mako shark.
No luck this day, but they'll continue searching the deep blue for their shark of choice. Sierra Putman, NBC 10 News.